Welcome everybody. I am Bones. You will see a different mask tonight. That is because I'm super excited. And I thought my Turbo Cat mask that I don't wear all the time. It's rare, you guys know. Um, you know, while I talk here, we're gonna do this. And, I don't know. There's some cool caps here. I like this one though. I think we're gonna be this one. So what we have done here, guys, is we're gonna customize ourselves. Hit the wrong thing there. I did. Alright, and we're going to basically just invite anybody who wants to go in here. So, is somebody going to be here? Are they not? I don't know. Actually, I guess we'll see. First, right off the bat, you will notice a huge selection of Pepsi Urge. I want an Urge. There we go. You'll notice a curious sound, by the way. I'll tell you what that is soon. You'll see. You'll also notice a different selection of games from the last video. As promised, I told you guys I would mix that up a little, and I am. So we will pretend my guy has drank his urge, and now we're going to go and do the right thing here and just toss it. There he is. This is an Omnibot, straight from the 80s. You'll notice as well some other games that you can play with. That's not going to be a great punch. Not too bad. I got 1 point over. So, not the best puncher of the day. Now, one thing you will notice about this one is it is much larger inside. As I said yesterday, I feel like this one is definitely the multiplayer. Out of the two arcade setups, I feel like this one is great for multiplayer. For obvious reasons, guys. I mean, it's very big. And again, I do have another surprise for you tonight, and that is that all the movies, we're gonna have a little peek at a few in the theater, because instead of just a small TV screen, this one has a friggin' theater. Again, so, you know, I've said it before, but I feel like this game is great for a number of things, including just a hangout. You know, if you guys want a hangout, this is definitely a fun one. Because say you got a bunch of friends on your list, you guys want to hang out, you guys want to chill out there, and they're the ski balls have returned. And don't freak out on me here, we will get to some of this other stuff too. Also, they have these great little, like, you know, extras that I like quite a bit. There's a frisbee there. If we do get somebody in here, you know I'm whipping it at them. They don't know it, but I am. And a glow stick, guys, and you'll notice too there's a little more variety here. Now, again, do not forget, all the stuff that you guys are seeing is changeable. So you guys can change all this stuff. If you guys, that's the whole idea behind this thing, is to make your dream arcade. The ROMs are not included, so you don't just buy this and have all these games. You start with your ski ball, your other stuff like that. The games, you must provide yourself. For example, I know you're saying, well, you know, Bones, how can I do that legally? Actually, if you go on a place like Humble Bundle, there are lots of like Neo Geo bundles, stuff like that, and along with the game is the ROM, so you can legally own it and then use that. So that is a legal way to do that. So use your head, people. Don't be dumb and get your ass in trouble, alright? Now, we have a nice big screen here. Some of these are going to take a little longer. But again, I downloaded nothing. These are straight from YouTube. All of these are open source, public domain. which means the rights to said movies have long since ran out. This is a really old one with Christopher Lee himself, Peter Cushing, his best friend in real life. If you didn't know that, now you do. Called Horror Express, a great old movie. Now, I like the old cheesy horror movies, and even black and white ones. I have Nosferatu in our theater today. Still, to this day, one of the creepiest ass vampire movies ever made. Silent film or not, just to me anyway, because that guy's eyes, man. His Max Schreck, his eyes were really just unsettling, frankly. The Horrors of Spider Island. So yeah, could I have shown you ones that are a little more, you know, I think this here is a funeral home. It is. This is another interesting little 80s. This one's an 80s. So appropriate for what we're doing here. But again, guys, it did not take me long to set this thing up in the editor, and tomorrow's feature, I'm going to show you guys how I did what I did, how to do this sort of stuff. Here's the ironic part. I can put these on too because I own these. These are Mill Creek box sets, and Mill Creek basically just collects public domain movies, resells them in giant bundles, so you can build your movie collection. Public domain means anybody has the right to copy them, watch them, show them. They belong to the public. They're in the public domain. This usually happens when the rights to a movie have gone out, but listen, check out how great these movies have that great... I don't know how they did it, man. There's like some little 80s lighting thing going on here with the screen that makes it look even more 80s. So that's pretty damn cool, I think. And I said it before on the television, but it's here too. So, you know, you can see this. There are a lot of them, like our old cartoons that are 80s related, but you can imagine now chilling out with your friends, hopping around, just chilling back. Say you guys are all, you know, buddies, you all own a copy of this, you go to one person's arcade, you throw on something you guys want to watch. There are lots of full-length public domain movies on YouTube and archive.org, I believe, and lots of other things. Like I said, Reefer Madness came from there. And as you saw, worked as flawlessly as YouTube. I'm actually really impressed with this program and all the different sites it can stream. Now, if some of you are having some notions of other sorts of videos, I suppose you could put those in there as well, but that's not what we're doing today, because YouTube policy. Yeah, this is a weird friggin' movie, by the way. That's what now, yesterday I did show you guys as well. I showed you guys Kung Fury. But I'm telling you, man, Kung Fury on this thing is definitely something. Now, if you are watching part 2, or did not watch part 1 of this, please make sure you check out part 1 as well. But we got to throw this puppy on. This has kind of become like a running joke that this is one of our favorites. Not because it's a joke, just because the whole movie is a parody of all sorts of different culture, and it is hilarious. But look at how gorgeous that looks on this big-ass screen here. I'm going to stand in the back so you can see better, but check that out, man. Now, again, as I said yesterday with this, what I love about this is how big this looks. You get lost really quickly in the atmosphere of this place and actually start to, you know, there's a difference between a simple program you can get that can load a friggin' movie you want to see. Sure, they have those. And if you're in VR programs, no doubt you've seen those. What makes this one so different to me is that even without a VR headset, it's very immersive. I can already tell you, after a long day, you know, this is the thing that will be on that I decide to watch. Maybe not Kung Fury. Might be, like I said, I like a lot of the old ones. Maybe Messiah of Evil, one of the other ones I have up here. But I mean, you look at all the crazy stuff going on with this arcade machine. I think that's another reason that I keep picking this one, is because it's a friggin' arcade machine. And see, he had to put in a coin just to flip off the top. He was out of coins, so we needed a coin for that. But no, there's definitely an amazing amount of immersion in this. I haven't even got to try this with a VR headset yet. I'm excited for that. When we do end up getting our Vive, I will probably do another video also to show off the... We'll come back to the theater in a bit. Hopefully with a drop-in would be interesting. So yeah, God, the Laserdisc commercial. This, I'm not kidding you, is one of my favorite posters. Check this one out, guys. Big fucking thing. Like, really, really fucking huge. It really is bloody massive. And I love that they have a generic background poster. Yeah, I mean, this... Oh, Lord. I like that one. And this is interesting too now, guys. Now, there has been some talk, I guess, of this being included in the future. So imagine this is a multiplayer game where you not only get to play arcades, play all sorts of fun things, watch movies, but laser tag? I mean, come on. As I said, one of the ones I will be doing myself is to revamp all this, and I will be doing Rampage, of which I own several versions myself. The original. Sega Master System version, still one of the best ports. Nintendo version, man. Sega Master System had a much better color palette in general. Remarkably, Sega Master System should have really beat Nintendo. And I know you're like, oh, sacrilege, but no, not sacrilege. If you know both, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know that I'm correct on this. That it should have beat Nintendo on this, because of the fact that we're loading up the system. I couldn't resist as soon as I saw this. Now, one thing that's funny here, ooh, I just realized this has a different color as well. By the way, I think I pointed it out before, but you can remap all your keys, guys. You can even... Yeah. Now, I think I may have put this one a little bit off in terms of speed, but clearly playable, as you can see. You can tweak every detail of this thing, from the way that the game handles rendering, all of that stuff. So you can actually change a lot of that yourself if you want to, and you know, if you feel like your arcade games are running too slow, totally changeable. If you like a game, and I said this yesterday, but I really think this needs to be driven home because it's one of the coolest parts about this, is that you can change the cabinet art, you know, completely. So say that you have a favorite game out of all, then you can go and totally change it. You can customize it. Say that you found fan art you like better than the original cabinet. Well, you can use the fan art instead and make your own. The community is insanely powerful, man. I can't even tell you. You know what? Yeah, I'll give you a good example here. They made a program for those of us like my poor ass here who are still learning this a bit, who can go and set up the buttons exactly the way they want them to look easier. So, yeah, I mean, that's just one example. Tons and tons of friendly places on the forum. There's an artwork forum for cabinets. Again, don't ask for ROMs. That's an unspoken rule, but it should be an obvious rule, guys. I mean, come on here. Oh, what am I doing? Why did I just let a bubble kick the holy shit out of me here? The bubble doesn't look like he lifts, does he? But I'll tell you one thing, he's certainly, they're kicking my ass here. That's right. You took my pizza, now you're gonna die. God. What the hell kind of John Cena bullshit was that? But no, I mean, so there's a great amount of stuff you can find, even just to comb over the stuff for your own, you know. If you don't believe me, head over there to the forums, check out the artwork forum, and you'll be amazed at how much there is in the communication, the Discord channel. Everybody is super, super nice. I've been on the Discord channel like crazy, and my jokes are horrible, and they still put up with that shit. So that's how polite they are. Because, let me tell you, I got dad jokes. I got tons of dad jokes. Because I'm a dad. Somebody asked me before, by the way, you know what? Forget that. Let me get back into this Sega vs. Nintendo thing. If you look at the Master System, it actually had more than just cartridges. It had card games, like the TurboGrafx 16, that were cheaper. Like little $10 games, you know? And what was interesting about them is some were pretty damn good. There was an F-16, I believe, FighterJet one that even featured a eject option. It had all sorts of other cool stuff in it. And you had to use 2 different controllers. And the Player 1 controller did some things, the Player 2 controller was your eject, and I want to say a certain type of missile lock-on. It was a great game, and the graphics weren't as good. But color-wise, their palettes were amazingly bright. They did decent games, they just did not have the licenses. Nintendo came with strong licenses. Sega of America is still using the Japanese licenses for things like Alex Kidd, and Alex Kidd just was not a big pull here in America. He did okay, but he did not do as good as Mario, followed by Zelda, followed by, you know, so when you compare those things, you're just not gonna get that. I've gotten beaten on enough on that one. So, you know, what do you guys think? Punisher? See some Punisher. So yeah, the Punisher. Top 50 players. And again, what I'm really showing off here, guys, is not so much the games themselves, but the amount, honestly, the amount of what you can actually do. The ability you have, the wide variety of games that this thing can actually do. There are guides for all of this stuff. Find your cabinet artwork, make your own. I'm thinking of actually making my own for one of them, and they're great. If you guys don't have great skills with it, there are programs like Paint.net and GIMP that are free. Programs for doing cabinet art, or just art in general for your retro arcade. So don't think that you guys should feel intimidated. Honestly, I figured I would feel intimidated by doing all this, and at first it was a little, but as I got into it, I realized it's super easy to learn. And I'm going to show you how easy tomorrow in our final feature for this. For now, I'm not saying it's going to be our only one, trust me, because I have a feeling I will show off my arcade when I get it done. I'm redoing all of these machine by machine with every single game that basically my dream arcade, you know. Tons of this stuff. What makes this thing so amazing, I think, is just that we have a love of nostalgia. I think everybody does, don't we? We have a certain need for nostalgia, a need to relive those times. What makes this game great is that this isn't so much a game as it is an experience that you're getting that you can relive whenever you want. Like I said before, you know, you have a shitty day, you hop in your personal arcade. You know, nothing on TV, hop in your personal arcade. You got some friends who have the game too, and you guys are bored, hop in the arcade, play some games, you know. Hop in the editor, throw on different movies, and chill out and watch stuff in the theater with your friends, you know. Do some bowling, do some skee ball. There's a bunch of stuff in this. I mean, look at how well this handles everything, guys. It's insane. It's, of course, no wonder that I'm good with the Punisher, because I used to kick ass in this game in the arcade. This actually got put into a, no joke, this actually got put into a local Major Magic's before, Major Magic's Chuck E. Cheese, before it was deemed too violent and removed. That is true. The owner was not happy, because I remember coming in there, and I was like, "What kids? Where's the Punisher?" He was not happy about it. Now, when you're done with the game, you just walk away. It's that easy. That easy. So yeah, it's not, you know, not hard at all to do this stuff. So yeah, I know, for example, some of you out there are probably thinking, alright, but, you know, what about some of these other ones? So here we have a great Namco title, Time Crisis. Now, I don't remember how to reload in this, so do forgive me, guys. Probably not going to do good, but we will try it, right? But again, we can see how well this does this game. Now, this is probably a little slow just because I myself have tweaked some of the settings. Again, don't fault the program, this is definitely me as far as setting this puppy up. I'll step on pedal to attack. Pedal to the metal. Did I give myself a pedal? I don't think I gave myself a pedal. Oh, I did. Okay. I do have a pedal to attack, I believe. There's my pedal to the metal, guys. This actually works sorry in slow motion, however. But yes. So again, you know, I will definitely be checking this sort of thing. When it comes down to it, tweaking it. But actually, to me, that's one of the other great things about this arcade, is that you can do that. You're not limited, you know, you don't have to sit there. Say you are like, yeah, this is too slow, this one's too quick, You have options, you can do that. You're not stuck where a program that slowly does one thing may very well get you stuck with just doing that one thing. Oh, buddy. I think we have got to visit Miss Pac-Man here, because although I suck with Pac-Man, and I really do, I've never been great with Pac-Man. I have a unusual love of Pac-Man, even though I'm not great with it. And I don't know what that is about, but that is it. And I'm actually going to show you live what I mean about changing all this as well, guys. Oh god, what am I doing? There we go, a little LU for you. Yeah, I could have probably went with the other ones, but we're trying to... God, son of a... No, you don't. No, you don't. Got your ass. They had me. They didn't. Oh no, guys. Yeah. Oh, did you see those ghosts? They actually ran. Clever little shits, aren't they? Now this one, we all know this trick. It's basically the old bluff, but it works. So, you know, you do it when you can. Oh, no! Come on, man. I can... Oh, fuck. I did not want to have to do this, guys. And look, I have 2 effing dots over there. Can I get him, guys? You think? I got him. Badoom! I'm gonna go check out another one. Now, like I was saying before, one of these arcades will always be your menu. And I like that they've done that, actually, because it's a great way to control things, check things out. Why aren't we bowling, you say? Because we're going to. Now, you hit escape, you end up near your menu. We're going to hit options here, and you can see here, we have some of this other stuff turned off, turned on, all that stuff. Now this here is for VR, so I generally don't play with that. Other people like this. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. It's about finding that sweet spot in games, guys. Show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see some of these. Now, this is interesting too. If you guys have never seen this at an arcade, this is an arcade boot up. That's what they really look like. So that one tiny tweak there, you see how well the sound is now working on this, so that fixed that. But that's what I mean, you know. I like that you can always change this stuff, so if it's not the way you want it, if it's not working... God, I could probably do a whole video just on this game. This, I'm telling you, one of these days, guys, you don't even know. When I do get the HTC Vive, I can tell you now, this will be the first game that I play. I used to spend insane amounts of money on this game at the arcade. I can't even tell you. And I will say, even when I worked at a music store years ago in a mall, at the arcade, at the time we had an arcade that was one of those arcades, it's like a $2 movie arcade, you know what I mean? So they're not movies that are just out, but they're before they hit DVD. Just back then it was DVD. You know, Blu-ray. And actually, VHS was still an option for a lot of people back then when I was in that era. This movie, or this game rather, was never empty. There was Mortal Kombat, Primal Rage, and this were people... I want to say Mortal Kombat 2 at the time. And people would come and go on them, but I'll be damned if people ever stopped playing this until they beat it every time. People would play this game until they beat the game every time. So that was interesting, because it's like you would tag out, somebody else would tag themselves in, and you'd all keep going in this gamer solidarity, as long as you could. And every time it happened. I actually want to talk too about the fact that, you know, we've seen a big difference now. Yes, I'm playing a few of the same games. And by a few, I mean this one. But what is very different is the atmosphere. And as I said, this one is definitely a much more multiplayer, local or otherwise friendly arcade. So you want a little you time, to me, you go to smaller arcade, or you want to just spoil yourself, or just chill out with some friends. I feel like oh, this arcade is the way to go. You will notice, by the way, one, that I'm getting my ass kicked. Two, this guy's like a friggin' straight up Republican today. Look at him. And if that offended you as a Republican, really, just stop. No, I'm not liberal, by the way. I don't really have a name for my political party, and I don't discuss politics on a channel about games and puppets and variety. So let's not even bother with that. It's a simple joke. Hey, here's a fun fact. Do you know who played Super Shredder? If you remember part 2 of the movie, it was none other than the wrestler Kevin Nash. It's true, it was his first movie role. You didn't know that, and now you do. Or you might have known it, but now you know it twice. I did not see the new ones, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. I'm sure, I hate to say it, the old ones were cheesy too. I'm sure these were no worse than the old ones. Although I'm sorry, I'm not going to get behind a bald-headed Casey Jones. I'm a comic purist with that, and I can't do it, guys. Sorry. I like Will Arnett. I think he's funny. I like that she looked angry, not scared there. Like, hurry your ass up, Turtles. And Shredder was just all like, I have a cape. But no. So, actually, you know what? Oh, I forgot about that. So no, it's not a matter of that, and let's be honest here. Everybody is going to have a favorite old movie, and they're going to be pissed when that movie gets redone, but Hollywood likes money. So it's always going to happen. Always. Was that movie as good as you remember it being? Well, if it's one of these live-action turtle ones, probably not. I mean, Secret of the Ooze was no gem. I mean, come on, it had Vanilla Ice in it, guys. You know? Really. I mean, yes, these new ones are Michael Bay. Here's a question I have, though, and I'm why hasn't Michael Bay, and I know this is really going to get me some hate, but hear me out. I do think there is one 80s franchise he should tackle. And I'll explain why, too. There's our little robot buddy. Where'd he go? There he is. God, look at how good this thing looks, man. As close as I will ever get to really owning one. We were actually supposed to test a Cosmo, but that did not happen yet. Maybe down the road. We don't know. We're looking into it. We would like to test the Cosmo down the road for the channel for our Let's Review section. Now, I don't know if this is just... Do I just keep tapping it? I do. Like I should run back and forward and just wham! Now, I used to see a lot of guys. I saw a guy break his wrist on this machine in real life. I'm serious. Trying to impress a girl, actually. And he thought he was pretty good. She did not. And his buddies and him were doing that thing where they step back and try to swing as hard as they can forward. And I heard a crack, and the guy howled, and I kind of went over there to see what was wrong, because, frankly, I was nosy. And I was like, you know, hey, man, are you alright? And he was, like, howling. Oh, Jurassic Smackdown. So what's on now, guys? How many Smackdowns can we provide? All the Smackdowns they can handle. Look at how good the texture work is on these little dinosaur heads, though. They look like real plastic, don't they? Like, you actually feel like you're actually looking at little real plastic boppy dinosaurs here. Now, one thing that's cool, though, is you can see, if you're playing this with a buddy, then all sorts of trash talking can be going on. Oh, come on. All three of you? They're smacking me down, aren't they? You son of a bitch, get over here. Your mother was a hamster. You evolved into a bird. I'm running out of trash talk for dinosaurs, guys. Yeah. I tried. Well, 300. Not the worst, not the worst. Now. I can see this. You know I gotta throw that. It's a frisbee. Holy shit, that flew like a frisbee. Did somebody took the time to put frisbee physics in the frisbee. Look at this. That's badass. Whoever did that on the programming team, thank you. That's pretty cool. We have not tried our hand at bowling. Let's do a little bowling, maybe a little nostalgia. What do you guys say? Eh? Did I drop my freaking bowling ball? I feel like I did. Oh god. Ah hell, I'm not cleaning it. It's my arcade anyway, right? How cool is that to say though, guys, really? Like, it's my arcade. Yes, it is. God, that is a horrible, horrible score there, guys. And I am just throwing nothing right now. I'm like Justin Bieber in a street fight at this point. Just throwing nothing. Get it? Get it? Let's see here, man. I really love this bowling, though, the way they have this set up. Real story. I never got to go. You know how, like, they do the glow bowling and all that? I never got to do that. I always wanted to. I suck at bowling in real life, but I still enjoy it. So I think it's kind of relaxing. I don't do golf. Bowling I can hang with. Hockey is my sport, which is not relaxing. It's quite aggressive. But I grew up in Michigan, so what do you want, man? Everybody I knew played hockey. My brother, you know, my cousin, everybody in our neighborhood played street hockey. Everybody. So you just, something you played. No. Another bowling fact, though. When I worked at a bowling alley, we used to have, I can't say his name because the way the internet works now, and as crazy as it is, somebody's going to hunt this poor kid down and get him in trouble. All these years later, I don't know if they can or can't, so I'm not going to give his name. I'll say his name is like Roger or something, alright? His name is Roger for the story. Roger thought it would be fun to have fun at the expense of the other people. Oh, I bowled early. I bowled early, baby. Who were on the league. If you've been around league players, you know, and if you are a league player, then you should know by now, be honest with yourself. You guys are kind of assholes. Prima donnas, if you will. Grown-ass men who are... And dude, they have rituals. You don't even know. There was a guy who literally played one hand of poker before he would bowl. He wouldn't get up to bowl. When I worked at a bowling alley, I was about 17 years old. He wouldn't bowl ever until he was done with that hand of poker. It probably helped that the cards had nude women on them, but he still wouldn't get up and play until he was done with that hand of poker. It did not matter. His teammates could yell at him, he wouldn't play. So he was normally last for a reason. And I have lost some bowling balls here. I've done some damage to this poor theater already. But again, you know, that's the fun of it, is this is your theater. If you do that stuff, you can mess with it, now can't you? Do I dare? I dare. I don't know if I should dare, but we're going to try to dare. We're going to try to dare. Who do I want to be, guys? Oh, I forgot Venom is on this, but I gotta go with my boy Wolverine. And, we're back up. Of course, War Machine. We're doing easy. I'm gonna be a bitch mode for now. Only because I'm redoing this for the first time. Morrigan, the original, probably the most, let's be honest here, if she is not the most cosplayed chick ever, then I don't know who is. Well, actually, let's be honest, her Cammy, I feel like. Her Cammy, maybe Chun-Li, and I want to say Kasumi from Dead or Alive. Those are the three, I think. But yeah, Morrigan, I actually just broke my own rule. I do not normally jump in fighting games because they leave you wide open when you do that, and a lot of people do jump a lot in fighting games. Watch, the next time you play a fighting game with your friend, oh shit, woman, it is on! The rain. Wonderful. Oh, robot versus robot. Normally I would say yes to this, but Wolverine is a beast. Literally a beast. Cosmo cannot save you now. That was his dog, Cosmo, correct? Oh, now you've done it! Berserker Barrage! That little shit, he blocked most of my Berserker Barrage. Oh no, I just walked right under that! Come on, guys! Tag me out, Captain. Shit, I forgot how to tag out. There we go. God, I might beat him just by the pure luck of it. But I do remember Wolverine as being just a serious ass whooper in this game. Again now, look at how easily this handles these titles, guys. Just trash talk. I trash talked probably one of the most beloved female characters in the Darkstalkers franchise, and one of the most iconic Nintendo characters ever made. I feel like this is revenge for Civil War right here. Take that, Cap. I do encourage you, by the way, if you did like the Civil War movie, read the comic. Wolverine kicks so much ass in that because he finds, you son of a bitch, because he finds out who all these people are on that. Spider-Man does an amazing thing in it, and I can't tell you what because I want you to read the comic. Oh no! Okay, I think I blocked that shit. So definitely make sure that you guys read the comic if you're not for that, because you definitely should. I will say out of most of the fighting games, this was always... Oh, and look at this. This feels like the Iron Man Armor Wars comics here. Again, great comics if you do not know. Oh, now it is on. You son of a bitch. War Machine versus War Machine, and I'm not liking Wolverine's health right now. Yeah, I know danger. No shit. Oh, I forgot I had those. Alright. Wolverine, you're my guy here. Let's do this. I know, grazing. It's an Archer reference if y'all didn't get it. Some of you probably don't watch Archer, but if you do, no Wolverine! Speaking of which, if you've not seen the Logan movie, good lord, see that shit. Beautiful movie. We still won. We're doing good here, guys. We're doing good. Not even a scratch on the surface. Well, you exaggerate a little. But we're gonna walk right from this. Got more shit to show y'all. I feel like I don't even know what to pick. It's like being in a candy store and all the candy's good candy. You know what I mean? Everything is just incredibly smooth Works incredibly well. I mean, you see this for yourself here. So there's a bunch of stuff to show y'all, you know, and a bunch of stuff to listen to that. Again, I don't know if I tweaked this correctly, but we'll see. Was there any doubt on who I was going to be, really? I actually got into Scorpion, not just because of his spear. I like the spear uppercut combo quite a bit, but I actually really dug his story. That he was this hellbent for revenge sort of guy. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Okay, so I really need to learn how to do the controls for this, because Sub-Zero is fucking me up, and that's my mortal enemy. As I was saying, though, I do like the storyline of Scorpion and the fact that he basically came back to avenge his family. I'm a big vigilante person. I'm big on revenge stories. Son of a bitch, he actually finished me. You son of a bitch. Well, we definitely gotta walk away from that one. That was shameful. Doing the walk of shame. I deserved that ass whooping. I did not do great at all. I know what you're saying here. Bones, play some music. I did music yesterday. The only reason I'm not doing music again today because there's so much other shit to show y'all. But again, we're gonna, on tomorrow's video, we're gonna show you how to add in music. I'm gonna show you how to add in a VHS tape on the editor. I'm gonna show you what sort of picking from your collection and putting a an actual, ooh, you know, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, maybe we'll do a completely fresh arcade. Just generic, non-working titles, and I will show you from scratch. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is we will put in Rampage. I will show you. I will at least, for sure, show you. I am horrible today with these guys. I will at least show you. Oh, look at that! I said I got a double. Did you see that shit, yo? Alright, so maybe I'm not as bad as I... Oh, coach, tag me in. Tag me in, coach. Put me in the game. Just 2 balls, look what he can do. Never mind, that's totally sexual innuendo right there. Somebody's gonna quote that shit now, you wouldn't see, but it'll be the one quote I get on this stupid video is, you know, not stupid video, but you know. It'll be the one freaking quote I get on this video is, with 2 balls, look what he can do. That'll be it. I'll never live that shit down. Now they say like everybody's got their one moment. That's gonna be my one moment. Now I remember lots of people playing this at our local arcade. We had, in our mall, we used to have a fun place. And you'd always have dudes who would do this strategy too. We called it the bumper. Like bumper bowling. So they would... Oh! Did I just... Come on now, guys. Should be... I'm sorry. Oh, God. I was laughing there. What's really bad is I actually had somebody from one of our last videos ask me if I was a heavy smoker. No, I'm not. If you follow us and you watch a lot of me, then you know that I had gotten hit this season with every friggin' code imaginable, literally back to back, and I've never had that ever happen before, so that was really... Did it. There you go, parents. There's your anti-smoking ad. So, see, we were positive messages for your kids. Stay in school, kids. No, but really. Freaking stay in school. I've unlocked an achievement, Rises Machines. I love it. I did a few achievements here that you guys haven't seen. There are more achievements than you're seeing unlocked because of the fact that I have, like I said, I've been testing these and building things, so I've had to keep trying them and testing them, tweaking these and all that. I equate building an arcade in these, honestly, to a very enjoyable hobby that I think you all will end up... I'm telling you now, you guys are going to get hooked on making your own arcade once you start. I can't even tell you the amount of joy that happens with this. But it's pretty immense. Frankly, God, I keep this poor Bowser here. I feel like this robot needs a job. He should be my janitor in here, maybe. No, but let's look at the cool lighting here too. By the way, I laugh every time I see Beppy, but I think it's funny. We got NBA Jam, which I suck at. We got the X-Men, and we got the other Turtles. Turtles in Time as well is right here, guys. Obviously, I know what one you guys would rather see, though, which is... this is actually my favorite in the Metal Gear series, actually. It's true. It's true. Oh, it would help if I actually did that, wouldn't it? I did not. It was just on the track mode. All arcades, their games start on a track mode, which is a mode in which you can so there's A, B is to jump, C to throw a grenade. Awesome power. I like awesome power. I'm a fan of awesome power. Now, if I remember right, this one here would be Marco. He looks crazy. Yes. I, in particular, always really dug the Metal Slug series. Now, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy the Samurai Showdown series as well. As far as fighting games go, they're some of my favorites, actually. We got pretty big on Samurai Showdowns. Hi, kitty. But they were, oh god. But these just had such amazingly fluid artwork. The sprite work on these was gorgeous looking, great and cartoony, and look at how flawlessly these arcades play these. You know, it's like I said, I know these are not easy, Metal Slug, because there's so much going on. The fact that this thing plays this well is insane. I'm not going to advertise other software here, but I know some other software that cannot handle this. That can handle tons of other games, can't handle this full speed, and this thing is doing just fine. There's no slowdown, there's no... God, neither is coming. There's nothing as far as any slowdown, any kind of delay. And as I said, you know, you can see where this thing handles stuff so well that you may even have to slow it down a little yourself instead of worrying about it being too slow. A definite bonus, let me tell you, over other programs I've seen that don't offer a tenth of what this does. What is this ultimately? It's not an emulator. As I said before, to me, I feel like this is quite literally an experience. I feel like that's exactly what this is. You really are getting an arcade. When you purchase this, you are getting an arcade. You're not getting anything else that isn't advertised on the tin. You're not getting how do I want to say this? You're not getting overwhelmed by things. You're getting exactly what you want. You know, there are lots of programs I've had which I like a few features of, only to find that I don't like all of them. This is not the case at all. In fact, this is the opposite of the case. Oh god. Of course, there's a Metal Slug, but I'm on my War Donkey, so we're just going to keep this going for the sake of silly, I guess. War Donkey! That's right, you take that shit. By War Donkey, of course, I mean Camel, but I thought it was funny, so I'm sticking with it. Let's all agree to call camels War Donkeys for a day. Oh my god. Look at the intensity of the shooting. So now, what do you guys think? What is your favorite Neo Geo game? Do you have a favorite? Do you know a lot about Neo Geo? If you don't, they make some great games. Samurai Showdown, friggin' amazing. Tam Tam used to be one of my favorites. Samurai Showdown. A lot of people liked. I cannot remember the name for the life of me now, of course, because then it pisses people off. Either the blue-haired samurai guy, the one who always faces away from you, or the jungle gal. I think because she's a bit like Felicia from Darkstalkers, who of course has a huge following, and is another very cosplayed character, let's be honest, for obvious reasons, guys. That's just a look at me cosplay. I mean, I'm not decrying it, of course. It's not up to me what anybody else wears, you know? Like I said, the only thing I live by is just don't be an asshole to other people. That's pretty much my belief system. Be alright. Kind of like Villain Head. Be excellent to one another. That's my belief system. Don't be assholes to one another. And that's pretty much it. That's my belief system. So you work with that, and I feel like it evens out eventually for you. You end up alright. Maybe not perfect, but you know, who is? What is? Anyways, like I said, we have shown you quite a bit tonight. I do believe the people that I had invited were asleep. So sorry guys, but yeah man, we got some crazy stuff going on here. And down the road, like I said, I'm sure I will once I get this all set up and get the vibe going, or just want to get my arcade set up the way I want it to be set up. I'm sure I will gladly do a proper, another proper video to show off my setup. Movie posters I want to include in my own, for sure, have to be The Goonies, Monster Squad, Labyrinth, The Dark Crystal. As I said, I'm an 80s kid. I don't even know. Definitely a Doctor Who one, maybe. We've actually been watching Doctor Who, rewatching the new Doctor Who's. We are on the Martha Jones season now. One episode away from that finale. And then we're going to move on in this household to the next one. So yeah, maybe a Doctor Who one. I used to want a TARDIS very badly as a kid because, hello, time machine, home, the thing had everything. Fun retro fact, a TARDIS is actually the size of an entire city inside with a Olympic-sized swimming pool. This is true. So we've done some of this. We've completed the mission. We're going now to have a look. Oh, look at there! Look at there! Now, fighting ones I do like, but I think let's start with 2, maybe. So we are going to do this, and again, this is showing you basically what you can do. SNK, one of the big fighting companies, a lot like Capcom. Oh shit. Yeah, I know. Haohmaru, I think, is a good all-around character. He is the classic drunken samurai character. I feel like this one's running a little quick, so I'm sure I will mess with that slowly, but as I said before, rather a little quick than a lot slow. Samurai Showdown also features fatalities if you know how to do them. I do not remember how to do any of that shit. But they're there, I'm telling you. I know, because those Tam Tam used to slice people in half quite frequently. No, there's some really, really cool. Oh. Some cool things that happen in Samurai Showdown. He's drinking sake after he kicked my ass. I'd say here and that. We're gonna wind down this video a little now, but I'm curious. Can we throw the? Oh, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do, robot. We can. Well, we can. Can't quite throw him, but he's heavy. That's why. I do like him though. I think he's a great addition to this arcade. But again, you know, you're having a bad day, you just want to throw some shit around, you come in here and do that too. It's your arcade, you know. And as I said, all these cabinets, all this stuff, you can set it up with whatever you like. Button layouts here are changeable as well. The button color, I believe even that's changeable, which is amazing. I mean, honestly, guys, well, it's crazy. It's crazy how much stuff you can actually do in this. But for me, what's amazing is I frankly get a little overwhelmed. In a good way. Very, very nostalgic, very excited. Because this is my childhood. That ooh, Frogger, come on, baby. That I'm reliving right now as we do this, you know. I forgot those turtles flipped. So close, guys, so close. Come on, baby, we can frog it up. Frog it up. Frog it up. Hashtag frog. Hashtag. Oh, it's these things, isn't it? That's right. Oh well. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do. I still like even just coming and taking a look at the stickers, cracks me up. We're gonna go get ourselves a cherry Pepsi. Red Solo Cup. We're gonna get ourselves a cherry Pepsi. But look at the lighting on this, guys. I mean, seriously, this is just ridiculously cool. The fact that they were able to do all of this is something else. And as you can see here, I haven't thrown as much as I did yesterday. I feel like yesterday I threw everything that I could around. There's a bowling ball all the way over there because yours truly is not doing great with bowling, so let's just let that go on the ball return, shall we? Oh yeah. I don't think I finished telling you all my bowling story from earlier, so I'm sorry I got distracted, guys. The guy I used to work with, who shall remain nameless in his real name. What did I call him again? Roger? We'll go with Roger. Decided it would be funny when these guys had pissed us off, the lead guys, because they were some assholes. He went and got the key from the machine, changed out. This is true, because boy did we hear it. He changed out the pops, so when people would order Pepsi, they would get something else. You see what I'm saying? It was chaos. None of these guys were happy. They all had liquor in them, which meant they were getting rowdier and rowdier and rowdier and louder and louder. And my friend was so happy that he had caused that chaos. Robert Kopp, 100%. I love at the bottom, 100% Romanian. Robert the Cop. Oh, Lord. I probably laugh way too hard at these, but I think some of them were pretty funny, man. And again, I just want to take a moment, if we can here, and appreciate how real those frames look with the colored, you see what I mean? The way the light reflects off this something, man. The colored glass there. But yeah, so he did that. A guy made fun of the mechanic himself at one point, so he thought it would be a great idea to get back at the guy by keeping his ball stuck in the ball return, which almost got him fired. Then we had another mechanic come in one time. The guy kept giving him shit And actually, one of our bosses gave him shit. So he thought, all right, well, let's see how good your day is when I do this, and decided to pour baby oil in the finger holes or took 2 or 3 of the League Bowler's balls. And let me tell you, I have never seen balls move that fast in my entire life. And why did I say that? That's the second. It's too easy, really, isn't it? Too easy. That's the second one tonight. I just think there are too many ball jokes out there, you know. Now this is House on Haunted Hill, a public domain movie, and if you have not seen the original, you owe it to yourself to grab a group of friends, have your own Mystery Science Theater 3000 night. Get yourself some popcorn, some soda, some pizza, and just sit back and watch it. It is very cheesy and great.
Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother,
so yeah. Well, we got all this food here, and I don't see any of it getting thrown. And it's not just going to throw itself now, is it, guys? Well, you better believe this shit's going everywhere. It is actually kind of stress relieving as well. So, you know, imagine the fact that you can have a food fight in your lounge. And the great Vincent Price, who is actually my personal favorite actor.
She's so amusing.
But I grew up with his stuff, so, you know.
And perhaps even a few murders.
I actually wanted to see him, I actually wanted to meet him. That was on my bucket list, but he passed away before I got the chance, so unfortunately, that's not a viable option now. I'm going to revisit this lounge area in here. I do know that somewhere around here as well are instruments that you can play, so you get some friends around here, you can actually jam out and have a little rock session with your friends. You can play bartender and, you know, what do you want? I want a giga. Oh yeah? Well, take your shit. The trouble. The trouble. If you are not old enough to drink yet, please remember this label and equate it with evil, because, man, that stuff either likes you too much or it hates your tummy, and God help you if it hates your tummy. There's nothing worse than having that come back up. I'm telling you now. Ugh. Yeah, that's a bad scene right there. So yeah, of course you got yourself little Game Boys. And yeah, we'll do a quick little something here. Although I'm trying to remember what keys I put for this. Oh, there we go. Right. Now, like I said, you can probably hear the sound is slightly distorted, but that is, again, not the program's fault. That is my own. But here's one thing that I like about all this stuff. Dun, 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 dun. As you're done, drop it. Somebody else can pick it up, play it. So if you got actual, you know, stuff there, little games there, all that stuff, just pick them up. Someone else can go and play them too. So again, you know, you can walk around, goof around. What other game lets you trash an entire arcade, a bar, play games, watch movies, all with your friends, and just, you know, hang by yourself and unwind at the end of a long day? No other game. Believe me, if you have looked on my Steam account, you will see I own over 500 games. Now, some of them are Humble Bundle things. Thank you, Humble Bundle, for having good deals. Some of them are, frankly, just gifts. Some of them are, and here is the room I have been waiting to show you all. You didn't really think I wasn't going to show you the VIP room, right? Check that one out. The Indies. I love it. Love it, love it. Because, I mean, it's so clever. And what's cool too, guys, is if you think outside the box a little here, you can make your own fake posters. Not just real, but fake. Now, again, you'll see what I mean. All this is set up for dual players, or, you know, more than dual. This is set up for you and your friends, so you guys can go and enjoy a little competitive, get out of there, competitive, I don't know why I like throwing things so much in this game. I think it's just, it's fun, man. And yes, even the friggin' air hockey works. So, and look at how easy. There's a star right there, baby. You're done, you hit E, walk away. Badoom! They keep launching shit out there, I don't know why. Zombie Problem 2. Yeah, you can see all these great glass pictures here. Picture frames here. In particular, I really enjoy everything that they've done with this game. Obviously, if I had to pick between A and B, this one here I would probably be in a lot more, because if you look, this has most of what the other one has in it. Complete with your little old school TV. So y'all can show out back here. So say you guys are like, oh man, I'm done playing that. Buckle up, bitches, because you're gonna love this. Can you drum? Yes, we can. We can drum all damn night. And if you can't hear it great, again, I do apologize. It was either you all heard this a lot or you heard my voice. Now imagine you on this, one of your friends on the guitar. Exactly. I like that I said that, man. Man. I'm even going to give a little nod to the fact of how clever they were with the company with Cherry in the title. And then they got Cherry Pizza there, and a great looking pizza box. I'm actually, I'm always hungry for pizza, man. Always. Not great for you, especially if you work out like I do, but I can't help it. It's just good. And again, like I said, even your VIP area, guys, you can change stuff around. What would I have in my VIP area, you probably want to know. I will be honest, I would probably personally have, Chiller will probably make its way to my arcade. One of the most controversial games ever created is Chiller. Horrifyingly bad when it comes down to, it's wrong. There's no nicer way to say it. It's just plain wrong. I do not really encourage people to play it. I think it itself is just a, it was a poorly conceived idea for a game. Let's be honest here. So yeah, you can see that obviously there are still some kinks I need to work out in some of these games that I have. However, you can also see the potential here that, oh, looking at this stuff right here. Even shoulder buttons, yo. Shoulder buttons. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. But it's the same thing. And then you're done. Not done. Whatever. So, I mean, there's a lot you can do. Eject. Another one. And again, this is all being done this time for demo purposes. Just to show some different features off, just to show some different things off. Yeah, you saw that right. If you own it, which mine is packed away in our basement, but you can indeed put Mario Kart on there, and it can be playable. Boom. Light up the dark areas. Also, this game here has some great spooky ass sounds. No, man. I feel like this is probably a super long video, but hey guys, I gotta tell you, this is a great break for me from some of the other Let's Plays we often do. Not that I don't like any of them, they're great, but their games, this is certainly a different caliber of thing. This is a experience. If you look on our channel, you'll even see that normally a lot of my things are one-off games. I normally don't do a series. We're doing a series on this because there's so much to show you, it just won't all fit in one. And look, this doesn't pause or turn off when you leave, it stays. So as long as this is on, you can come back and chill out and watch it, which makes this very cool.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister.
And I dig that. Now, what do you do if you're into it, but you gotta go use the restroom? You actually have pause right there. Perfect pause. This is streaming from YouTube. This is not on my computer, and you can see it. There's no problem. It's reading this literally like it's right on my computer. So, guys, this is just an amazing piece of software. I hope that you guys have really enjoyed this. Again, let me know your favorite arcade games. What would you put in your game arcade? Your top 5? Let me know in the comments. We did it with the other one. Still want to know. So if you put it on the other one, you just put it on this one too, baby. Don't be lazy. If you didn't put it on the other one, then why the fuck not? And also put it on this one. So yes, as usual, I am Thunder Punch. That's not what I would call it. That's definitely one of my favorite posters. I like little puns, so that makes me laugh, man. And as usual, there's your screen. New Retro Arcade Neon. The link will be below. Get it. You will not regret this, I'm telling you. If you're a hobbyist, if you're somebody who's thinking you want a hobby, how much fun is it to build your own arcade? That's a good hobby, because you get to play it too, man. So many reasons I can think of why you should get this, and 0 reasons why you shouldn't. And if your reasoning is, oh, it doesn't come with the ROMs, no. But even bare bones, it comes with more stuff than you would normally get from other games that are bare bones. You wouldn't get skee-ball, would you? No. You wouldn't get bowling, you wouldn't get darts, you wouldn't get a friggin' VIP room, you wouldn't get a movie player, you wouldn't get a boombox. So believe me, even right off the bat, you can walk around and begin playing with things and tinkering and toying with them, and the more that you tinker and toy with things, the more you will want to tinker and toy with things. I can't seem to friggin' keep this game off playing it, I'm telling you. It's been insane here, where I just keep even revamping little things, retouching little things, going in and tweaking settings, doing all that, and it's actually fun. I've never been able to say that, ever, with any other title. And you know that I'm honest about it. I have not led you guys wrong yet. If I've recommended something and you have got it, then you will know that I think you will enjoy it. This is one of those. I am Bones. Thank you guys so much for enjoying this. If you're curious about some of the films you saw tonight in this, in the theater in this, look up Public Domain Movies on YouTube. Add some to your own theater. If you have a theater and you're watching this to see what I have that's different than yours, they're great. They're great to add to your collection, man. They're public domain. We all own the rights, so they're not illegal to be streaming in your arcade. So enjoy them. Kung Fury is the only one that's not. I will of course drop a link straight down to that one, so you can add that one to your arcade. That is freely shown on the internets all over the place from the original creator himself. So that is one of those fair use right things. So that's still fine to show in this video. But all the rest, there are hundreds of public domain movies, so yeah, check that out. Definitely check this out. The link will be in the description of the store page. You will not regret it. When you get it, go check the forums, check the Discord, introduce yourself, look up stuff in the forums, read the guide for the creator, tinker with it, keep checking things, spend a little time playing with the creator. Everybody's super helpful. I'll even answer questions you see me on there. I'm on the Discord as, you know, Bones and Gary. So you see me on there, say hi. Anyways, that it will be a wrap tonight. So thank you guys. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Give us a like. And, you know, share these videos, man. Share the channel with your friends, all that stuff. Lots more coming up on our channel. Thank you guys very much. Have a good night.